welcome to the first look at Eternal, a new strategy card game from Direwolf Digital. Let's play a game. Alright, here I am facing off against Kirax the Collector, one of our most fearsome AIs. My opening hand here has got 2 Fire Sigils, 2 Justice Sigils, and 3 different units. The way you play your cards in Eternal is you get to play 1 power per turn, those are the Fire and Justice Sigils, and they'll give you the resources you need to play your other cards. You've got Oni Ronin, for example, which costs 1 power and 1 Fire Influence. My first turn here, I'm going to go ahead and lead with a Fire Sigil, which will give me 1 power and 1 Fire Influence, and play this Oni Ronin. Oni Ronin's also got the ability of Warcry, so every time he attacks, the top unit or weapon of my deck gets +1/+1. Every attack from the Oni Ronin makes subsequent draws that much better. Alright, Kirax got an Acolyte of the Sands, which increases power by 1, so if that sticks around, Kirax is going to have 3 power on turn 2. Alright, there's Ikaria. She's pretty good. She costs 7, so she's a ways away, but she's got a lot of abilities. I also can play Fearless Nomad this turn, because she requires both Justice and Fire Influence. Alright, gonna attack with the Oni Ronin, Kirax is gonna block, and the 2 units are gonna trade. The way you win the game is reducing your opponent's health to 0, and you both start at 25. Here's a Tundra Explorer. 3/2, no abilities past that, but that's big enough to take down the Fearless Nomad if I were to attack. Luckily she's fearless, so there's no doubt that she'll be attacking. She does in fact send in, and here goes a block. So Overwhelm lets me get a point of damage through. Kirax is down to 24, well on the ropes, but game's not quite over yet. Couldn't play anything else this turn because Outland Sniper does cost 4. Alright, here's a Teriax Hatchling. It's a 2/1 flyer, so I can only block it with flyers, and more importantly it's got Echo, which means I know that Kirax has another copy of it. They come in pairs. I'm going to play my 4th power here and play an Outland Sniper. Let's go ahead and take down that Hatchling, and there we have it. Turns out snipers are good against Hatchlings. They've got good aim. Alright. Next up, we could at the very least see another Hatchling, but Kirax chose to play nothing. In Eternal, you can play fast cards on your opponent's turn, so I have no doubt that Kirax is up to something. Let's attack and, well, let's find out very quickly, because there's a Stormlynx. It's a 3/3 ambush. Go ahead and ambush the sniper, and we'll get nothing out of it. Units also fill back up to full health at the end of the turn, so even though the Stormlynx is a 3/1 now, once I pass the turn, it'll go back up to a 3/3. Alright, there's another Oni Ronin. You'll notice that this one's a 3/2, because the previous Oni Ronin attacked, and Warcry made this one a 3/2. Alright, Lynx is coming in. I'm going to go ahead and take it. I could block, that is my option, but I would like to get the Warcry bonus, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to 22 instead. Well, let's go ahead and play our Sigil and send in the Oni Ronin. Oh, another fast spell. This one is a Lightning Strike. It deals 4 to an attacking enemy, so Oni Ronin goes down, though not before giving me my Warcry bonus. Here's a Crownwatch Deserter, 3/3 with Warcry. Go ahead and hope Kirax doesn't have too much follow-up, because I'm slightly behind already. Alright, here goes the 6 power, and in come the 2 units. I could take it. I'm actually going to go ahead and block here. Even though I lose out on Warcry, I just don't want to take that much damage. So the 3/3s trade, and the Hatchling takes me down to 20. Alright. Well, there's a Piercing Shot. Deals 2 to an enemy unit, 2 to the enemy player, so I can take down the Hatchling once again, but I had to use 2 cards to take down essentially 1 Hatchling because of Echo. Kirax down 22. Alright, here's a Predatory Carnosaur. So this is a 6/6, and it also has Killer, which means it gets to directly attack one of my units. Well, that will take down my 4/4 if I play it, but luckily for me, Valkyrie Enforcer has summoned Silence another unit, so I can go ahead and remove all abilities from that Carnosaur. It'll still be a 6/6, it'll still be gigantic, but it won't have Killer anymore. Go ahead and take a look at it. In fact, it does not. Also, the Valkyrie happens to be a 4/4 flyer, which is pretty good. Alright, in comes the Carnosaur. I'm going to go ahead and take it. It's going to go down to 24 here. Or rather, 14. Even better. Alright, there's my 7th power, so I'm going to play that, and I get to slam Ikaria. She's got lots of abilities, one of which is charged, so she's going to be able to attack right away. She also has Warcry 5, so every time I attack with Ikaria, the top unit or weapon on my deck gets +5/+5, so every attack gives me a huge bonus. Yeah, as well as hitting for 9, so that'll take Kirax down to 13. Alright, Kirax got a lot of power over there. I'm just going to go ahead and take it again. I could block, but I'd lose Ikaria, and I'm still winning this race, barely. Here's another Acolyte of the Sands. The ability not quite as relevant this late in the game. Whoa, there's a Renegade Valkyrie. Alright, so that's a 6-7, normally a 1-2 because of Ikaria's Warcry 5. Let's go ahead and attack first. I get to attack for 9. Kirax goes down to 4 here. And let's play Renegade Valkyrie. It's a 6-7, it's got flying and it deals double damage, so next turn it's going to be able to attack for 12. At the very least, it can keep back that Carnosaur because it's only a 6-6. Alright, Kirax drew a card with Echo. You could see it duplicate in his hand here. And it's a Thunderstrike Dragon. So it's a 5-5 Echo, and I know Kirax's last card is another Thunderstrike Dragon. Well, normally that'd be a problem, but this time I think my Air Force is going to get things done. Send in the 3 flyers. And what's the use of winning if you don't win by dealing the maximum amount of damage? So I'm going to cast Rampage on my Renegade Valkyrie here, making it a 10-8 Overwhelm. It deals double damage. Kirax takes 15 plus 9, 24, and we're victorious. Hope you enjoyed your first look at Eternal, and we'll have more for you soon.